can you please look up this site?
See if we can figure out something.
This is Nicole Robinson. 2500295. Mr. Robinson, you're back. Your name?
I'm Nicole Robinson.
Ma'am, your name?
Pauline Estrada.
Remind me, where do you live?
I live in Creektown off Gibraltar, Creekside.
Do you have insurance to cover this?
No.
You have a dog that bit
I
this?
have pictures.
Well, the dog belonged to my sister that bit her, the one that was actually involved in the altercation or the incident.
How bad were the dog bites? Ma'am, I don't want to hear it right or see anything right now.
Okay.
You're going to have to do some research. I don't know what you found out, but he's telling me he's not the owner of the dog. And if he's not the owner of the dog, you're not going to recover against him.
Oh, I don't know. It stated on the police report, he said that he owned the dogs and they're the ones that took it. And all I asked is just the ER bill be paid. I didn't ask for lost wages or the medication that I needed to take or the pain and suffering. And I woke up every couple hours.
I mean, you realize you could initiate an action. You'd probably want a lawyer and need a lawyer, but you could initiate an action against the owner of the dog. If it is owned by his sister and she has insurance, you might be better off going that route. I don't know if that's true or not. Hang on a second. Let me finish.
Okay.
I don't care what you do, but he's telling me he doesn't own the dog. And so
I don't know. They just said on the police report, he said that he owned it. So that's what it said on the report. I can only go what I read, just like
dog
you.
licensed? Do you know? Is the dog licensed with the city?
To my knowledge, I'm not sure. I would say no, because like I said, it's my sister's dog, but as far as I know, it's
Maybe
not.
you sue the sister. What's your sister's name?
Princess
Princess what?
Sturdivant,
How do you spell that?
Sturdivant.
Does she live with you?
Yes. At the moment, right now, yes.
Do you have insurance to cover any of this?
I don't have insurance. That's why I asked them to pay for it. I went over as soon as I got bit. I told them, I said, I'm not trying to cheat you because they didn't want to pay it. They said they didn't have insurance either. And I said, well, I'm sorry, because if my dog bit you, you would be taking me to court.
I'm just telling you, you got to prove who owns the dog.
Well, I don't
Wait.
know, like I said on the
Wait.
judge. I mean, like, I don't know.
You might want to do some research and find out if he owned the dog or his sister owned the dog, and you can add the other. Princess Sturdivant, Sturdivant. Right? Right?
Right.
What kind of dog is that?
The one that bit her is a Cane Corso.
And you're telling me you don't own that?
I don't own Cane Corso, no sir. I have.
Was your sister's living with you now?
She's living with me, but at the time she was not at the house present when this lady got bit by her dog.
I can't just willy-nilly pick things out. You heard what I said. He just told me he's not the owner. I don't know who's the owner. You got to come forth with proof as to who the owner is. Maybe you sue them both. Maybe you talk to a lawyer.
I did. The lawyer told me just to do this.
Well, that's all right, but the lawyer might be able to give you some ideas as to how you find out who the owner is. He doesn't know whether or not the dog's licensed.
I have ownership of my.
I don't want to talk about it right now. What I'm going to do is, I can't just, based on what he's telling me, I can't give you a judgment against him, ma'am. And I certainly can't give it against the.
I don't know if he didn't tell the truth at the police report. That's how I read it. I mean, I got it off the police report. Other than that, how would I prove it if he did say it to the police?
Well, maybe he was.
report?
Well, now he's changing his tune. If the police did not misunderstand him, he's changing his tune. Okay. Mr. Robinson, there's no sense, if this is your dog, people are gonna find out. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna adjourn this 3 weeks. I can't tell you how to prepare your case, but you could bring in the police officer. You could go to City Hall, find out who owned it. I'm not trying to put you through work, but I cannot, just based on what I've heard, give you a judgment against him right now. I just can't. And I'll let you amend the complaint too if you want, to add another party, Princess Sturdivant. But you can check with the police officer. You can take the police report, call the police officer, subpoena the police officer as to any statements that he made. Those will be admissible, and we'll go from there. But I can't give you a judgment based on what I've heard here. We haven't even started the hearing, but I just want to make sure you do get compensated if you're entitled to it. I'll adjourn this 3 or 4 weeks. Give me a date, Linda, in mid-April, please.
How about April 21st at 8:30?
April 21st at 8:30. You might want to go back and talk to that lawyer. I'm not saying he isn't the owner. I haven't seen the police report. Sometimes I don't know what to tell you.
I had it here, so I brought it, but you didn't want to look at it.
Wait a minute. I'll proceed with the case if you want. You want me to proceed?
You know what, sir?
Hang on a
I
second.
would absolutely not. It's okay.
No.
Mm.
I don't want to look at it. You never asked me to look at it until just now, did you? Hang on a
I
second.
wanted to give
Hang on a
it to you.
second.
You told me not to. Sir, you know what?
Listen,
I'm 62 years old.
I'm
I have
older
to
than
work
you.
every day.
so do I.
So when I have to take time and come here
Stop.
and
Stop.
you know what?
Stop.
That's okay.
Just wait a second.
No,
Just wait a
no,
second.
Sir.
Ma'am.
If you walk out, that's your
You know
business.
what? It is.
Come on back up here.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's what I deal with now.
Goodness.
What the cases deal with other than
I'm going to adjourn it 3 to 4 weeks, April 21 at 8:30. Send out the notice, Linda, if you would, please. Okay?
Yes, Your
Thank
Honor.
you. Boy, I tell you, the anger out there is reaching epidemic proportions. Do I have Liridon Somani here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do I have the officer here, Officer Pugh?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, there you are. I haven't seen you in a long time, Sergeant. Your name?
Sergeant Nate Pugh with Trenton Police Department.
And Mr. Somani, your name again?
Laradon Salmani.
All right, so he's charged with 5 over. Did you look at his record?
I did. I didn't see any points or anything recently.
Well, he's got all kinds of stuff on here.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me
I didn't see anything when I ran it the other night.
there was a data crash, failure to yield 18. Hazardous action. They cited him with a hazardous action. Failure to yield in 19. Operating while impaired 20. Failure to stop assured clear distance 22. He was found not guilty of another drunk driving, speeding 24, speeding 24, speeding 24, speeding 25. Yeah. Do you want to admit responsibility or do you want to have a hearing, Mr. Somani?
All I really wanted to do was get the ticket reduced.
I
told
know,
her-
I know. Well, you can't do that when you got a record like that. Okay, there's nothing I'm going to do for you. Sorry, you got to slow down. You got to be more careful. Okay, so do you want to have a hearing now or do you want to plead responsible to 5 over?
I mean, we can have a hearing since we're here.
Raise your right hands, both of you. You solemnly swear or affirm. I got to see your hand, Mr. Somani. Solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got, Sergeant.
Yes, I do.
Mr. Salmani, you look like you're scratching your forehead. I'm giving you an oath, sir. Are you taking the oath?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just couldn't hear you.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Sergeant.
On February 21st, 2025, I was on patrol with the Trenton Police Department where I've been employed for 7 years. It was about 5:20 a.m. in the morning, and I was traveling eastbound on West Road near Westfield. I observed a black sedan, which was later identified as a 2013 black BMW traveling westbound toward my patrol vehicle. The vehicle appeared to be traveling in excess of the posted speed limit, which was 35 miles per hour. I activated the front moving radar on the patrol vehicle that I was operating, and the target window read 50 miles an hour. The patrol speed matched the speedometer on the patrol vehicle, and the radar unit was tested prior to my shift and after my shift. I pulled the vehicle over in the area of West Road in Westfield, and I made contact with Mr. Salmani, who provided his driver's license upon request. He was unsure of what his speed was or what the speed limit was on West Road.
Any questions of him, Mr. Somani?
Yeah, the only question is that that time there was other cars going past me, and also he cut off a U-turn. So I'm not sure if he clocked me or he clocked somebody else, but there was other cars that passed me, and which he did state as well. The officer is I just moved to the side of the area. I did not know what the speed limit was.
I do recall
Go
that. I do
ahead.
recall that there was a couple of cars in front of him, but I did not. I
They
waited
passed
for
me.
those cars were cleared past my patrol car when I activated the radar unit.
So you're admitting to
Any
they
other
passed me,
questions?
right? So you basically admitted that these cars
Hang
are going
on,
faster than me. I'm just saying, Your Honor, he admitted these cars are going faster than me.
Okay, well, listen,
I'm just saying that's not fair. Like if there's cars going faster than me, how I'm the only one who gets pulled over. I'm just
That's
saying.
not what I said, sir.
That's what you basically just stated.
No, it's not.
Mr. Somani, wait a second.
You basically just stated that.
Mr. Somani, wait a second. I didn't hear him say that.
He just said
settle
correct the
down.
cars past you.
Sir, do you have any other questions of him, or do you wish to offer testimony?
All I'm just saying is I didn't think it's fair when he did a U-turn, he pulled me over and there was cars going past me. So I'm not sure why he was pulling me over at that moment. And I told him, I was like, I'm not familiar with the speed limit around this side of the road because I just moved to this side. That's all. And he told me he ran my record, then he came back. He said, if you come to court, we can reduce the ticket. That's what all that was stated. But like I said, the point I'm making is I'm not sure if he accidentally clocked somebody else over, but there was cars that went zooming past me as well, another two cars, and he hit a U-turn and pulled me over. So I was just kind of confused.
I can
Anything else,
clarify what I
Sergeant?
said.
Go ahead.
There was two vehicles that were driving in front of him. They passed me, so they were out of my radar antenna. I activated the radar, and then that is when I picked up Mr. Salmani's BMW at 50 miles an hour.
Do you know how fast you were going, sir?
I was not paying attention to how fast I was going, but I know there was cars going, like he said, I don't know when he activated, like he said, but cars literally passed me at that moment when he pulled me over. So I was confused why I was getting pulled over. I didn't think initially I was speeding because if I was speeding, I'm like, why didn't the other cars get pulled over if they passed me at that same moment? So I was just kind of confused in there.
Well, you shouldn't be confused. I'm not confused. I mean, you're driving too fast. He clocked you. He's got you at that. I'm sorry. I find you responsible as charged. Go ahead and smile. I mean, you got a bad record and you got to slow down. And 135 is your total. Can you pay that today?
No, I can pay it in 2 weeks, but I just think this is just not fair. Like he said, there was other cars passing me.
Listen. You can appeal.
Yeah, I'm going to appeal it.
Yeah, you go ahead. It's 7 days, so you got to pay it within 7 days, right? At least isn't that still the rule? They didn't change that on me, did they?
I believe that's true. Yeah.
So you got to pay. If you want to post your bond to appeal, you got 1 week. Okay, you got until April 7th. So 135, and I wish you well. Good luck.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Oh, this could be the best thing